Pancakes. All right, guys. Well, welcome back to this episode of the podcast. I'm your host, Arnaldo Martin. And as always, with me to my
left,
to my right.
Oh, someone's left.
And to my left, as always, is my cohort, David Santos.
Hey, how you doing? GG!
And to his left is Doomsane.
How's it going, everybody? Doomsane here.
All right, so
Do I really sound like that?
yeah, sometimes. Oh man,
I would not lie.
You know, if anybody's wondering, we've already started drinking. That's a little something to do with this.
No joke. That was one of the one of our previous episodes where I didn't know what to say when you introduced me, and I think I was going for like, "How's it going, Pete? How's it going?" or something else, and I went, "How is it going, everybody?" And it sounded so awkward, so weird. That what I did was I literally chopped up the parts that sounded weird, tried to put it together, and you can hear me like, "How's it going, everybody?" None of you noticed.
Poor editing right there.
No, none of you noticed. I'm not even gonna say which episode it is, so you don't try to.
I'm gonna have to listen to them all. Yeah. That's right.
Howdy.
So this is GG's The Mouthful, episode 11. No,
Episode 11?
I'm sorry, man. Now I'm off.
That was the episode that I edited.
That's the one. Okay.
Yeah, probably.
So that's probably why we went back to that. All right. So, yes, we're going to start as always the show. And it's going to be what are we drinking? And today we're doing, let's see if I can get this pronunciation correct.
Peace water.
Leinenkugels.
Anda, carajo.
Yes. Leinenkugels Oktoberfest. Which is a
okay.
German-style Marzen beer.
It is that time of the year.
It is that time.
Brace yourself.
They sell this from August through October, so they're starting early.
Brace yourself. Fall is coming.
That's right. Pumpkin beer's next.
Pumpkin spice, everything is coming. Ugg
Pumpkin
boots are
spice.
coming.
Spice everything.
How's that brew over there, guys?
You want to start?
Not bad, huh? Not
No,
bad.
I like it. It's good.
No.
It's not that IPA from last
This is,
time.
yes.
This is terrible. This
I was
is
trying to
piss
trying to-
water. I don't want this.
No, seriously.
Can anybody get me
pour
what's my
the-
freaking frappuccino?
Pour the rest into this here.
No. I'll drink it.
Yes, it's a very good.
I'll endure. No, it's really good.
I enjoyed it. The Oktoberfest, the other one that was out there is Sam Adams, and
Okay.
that's actually a pretty good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
So what's the story behind this one?
Well, it's made by Leinenkugels, which I believe is actually the name of the family. It's family owned.
Aw.
And this is also the beer that, if you get the Sunset Wheat, that's the one that tastes like
Fruity
Pebbles. Yes.
Oh, that's the
This is
brand of
yes,
the Fruity
yeah.
Pebble.
Leinenkugels Sunset Wheat,
People,
aka Fruity
need,
Pebbles.
You need to try this because at first you will think, yes, right, Fruity Pebbles. Haha. No, it tastes exactly
So good.
Fruity
And
Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles is like my favorite cereal.
Yeah, it's great. It'll go up on everything.
I'm like, cereal? My favorite
Really?
cereal into a beer?
Into a beer.
Sold.
Liquefied Fruity Pebbles. 9%
that sounds
alcohol.
all right. This one here is, I think, only 5.1, so we're going to have to double up to
Yes.
to get where we're going. So that's what we're drinking today, guys. And we're going to go right into what have we been up to. So I'm going to start with you, Mr. Santos. What the hell have you been doing?
Well, sir, I have been doing my due diligence. I have.
Yes. The last podcast we challenged him to something, and he came through.
Yes. I actually watched. Okay, I wasn't gonna start with that, but let me
But
run that.
I'm sorry.
So I started watching. Oh my God, what's the name of the series again?
Stranger
Stranger
Things.
Things. Yes, I'm liking it. I am liking it.
#11.
Yes.
Hashtag 11. I don't think it's like the best thing on TV.
Okay, mute his mic, please.
Yes, we're doing,
No.
Killer's,
Hold on.
Kills power.
I like the interaction with the kids. It's just like you described. It's like very Goonies. The series, I think I posted this series would have been amazing in the 80s because that's how it felt.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
It fit right in, yeah. The music, the look, the everything, the aesthetics, everything just felt like the 80s.
Seriously, I like
The names.
Like I didn't recognize Winona Ryder at first time when I saw her.
She looked bad.
No, but she's great. She was great in the series, actually.
She looked
She's
like
a
a
really
distressed
good-
mother.
Yeah. She did.
She definitely looks like a distressed mother. Yes.
So hey, she's a good actress then.
Yeah,
exactly.
no, she killed it.
pulled
That's
it
my
off, yeah.
point. Yeah. And the kids are like freaking hilarious, and the whole thing. And the whole
Oh,
scene.
what's the dude? Is it Dustin? Dustin, the one who's missing his teeth. That dude is
The
he's
one
my
that speaks
favorite.
with the lips.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
because he's missing his teeth. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is my favorite character. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
Well, I haven't finished. I'm on episode 4, I believe. And
Started or finished?
finished.
Okay, so you're on
Finished
episode
episode.
5. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it still hasn't grabbed me fully to the point where I need to go home and watch the next one. I need to, Game of Thrones this.
Yeah, I feel you.
But I think I'm gonna keep watching.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're already up to a certain part. So I think I'm gonna spoilers here a little bit for Stranger Things, guys. I'm gonna tell you what I like the most. This is why I'm saying hashtag 11 because I'm not sure if you're saying it, but that little girl, the actress, little girl, is ahead of her time. I can't wait to see what else she's gonna end up doing because I was very impressed with the scene where you saw the scene where she kills the two dudes, snaps their necks. Okay, with her mind.
Yes.
Which is
yeah.
awesome.
Oh, that's another thing. I was telling Nando, I was getting a Firestarter vibe out of this. You remember Firestarter?
That's another, yeah.
Yeah. That was Drew Barrymore.
Yes.
And this one has Winona Ryder. Interesting.
Yeah. What's that called? 6 separations?
Separations?
Yeah.
Oh.
I forgot what it's called.
No, we're not going Kevin Bacon in this.
Kevin Bacon, yes.
Kevin Bacon.
So Kevin Bacon is in this. No. So anyway, so at that point, the father dude, I guess, or the father figure or whatever, he comes in and she's like all whatever, she's bleeding from her nose, but her acting is awesome, dude. I mean, she portrays that perfectly. And I told this to somebody. I was like, it's amazing how she was scared of him and to the point where, scared to a certain extent. And then at that point, when he realized her potential, and he was really doing mind games on her, but he holds her and then she just kind of melts in his arm, and then he takes her away. I'm like, dude, she's ahead of her time.
It
dude.
is.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yes. A lot of the kid actors over here are very well, very good actors.
The other thing about this, and this is not to insult anybody in any way, but there are no GQ models up in this.
Yeah,
everybody looks real.
Even this
Which one?
Nancy's dude.
Oh, yes.
Wait, which one? The one who?
Brian?
No, not Jonathan.
No, John.
Oh, the cool dude.
Yeah, the cool.
Yeah.
Not even he looks like a
his
GQ
hair,
guy.
bro. He looks like he's stuck still in the 60s.
Yeah.
And I like that. Now that you mentioned it, that they didn't pick these good-looking people.
Yeah.
He's a good actor, but he looks like an average Joe.
Everybody,
Yeah.
even her name's Nancy, right?
Nancy.
So even she, they all feel like they're bringing their A game, and
They do
like I
look
said,
like-
they look like regular people, and I'm like, this is what we need. You know what I mean? This is what makes. I think that's another thing that makes the series good.
Makes it authentic. Yes. So I've enjoyed that a lot, and I'll keep watching. What I have been playing. Oh, I fixed my gamepad, my PC gamepad, so I was able to.
So now you're using a PS4 gamepad?
No. Why would I want to do that? I was able to finish Inside,
Okay.
and I don't know.
Without spoiling it,
Uh-huh.
how do you feel about it?
All right. Good game. I don't know. You said without spoiling.
GG.
What do you consider? What do you consider spoiling? Should
I
I
don't-
say
I'm
what
not-
I feel about the ending without saying the ending?
Yeah,
How I
obviously,
felt?
don't say the ending.
No,
but
obviously, no,
definitely,
no,
definitely
no.
just say if I don't know. Tell us what you feel about it.
I don't feel like it explain anything.
Oh, okay.
Like it's one of those
It's too obscure.
artistic. Yeah, it's one of those artistic endings that I know you will probably enjoy.
Looking forward
But
to it.
to me, I was like, no, I want answers. Why is this? Why is that? And didn't get it for it. But I won't
So-
say too much.
You know that feeling, right? Where you want answers, where you feel incomplete,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
That's me with Telltales.
But sir, you are choosing those answers. You just don't want to choose the answers.
wants-
But you know, it's that feeling. You're like, what?
Oh, you give me the story.
Give me the story,
Yeah, I don't
yeah.
want to interpret anything.
I heard or read somewhere very, very recently, and the moment I did, I was like, "That's Nelson's problem."
Wait, what?
And I heard or read somewhere. I think I heard it on another podcast, and it was basically you want the canon story. That's what you want. You don't want to be told that
Yeah.
there's options or a possibility of different endings. Or
Oh,
different
the
whatever.
canonical story. Okay, the
he
canon.
wants the,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
canon story. And
Yes.
so somebody else was saying that they didn't like Telltales, and even I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, they're gonna go in depth. I'm gonna hear what." And it's exactly the problem. It's like, no, I just want the canon story. I want to be told what the story is. I don't want to have to get multiple endings. So,
No,
is there
give me-
multiple endings in this inside? Without spoiling it.
I don't think so. But I can only say yes or no. No, I don't think so. I mean, I could be wrong. There is. I don't want to call it collectibles because you're not really collecting anything. You're just like deactivating stuff. And I didn't realize until I was in the middle, like, oh, these things, you deactivate them. So I've heard that there might be like an alternate ending if you grab them all, but that'll entail going through the whole, what I like about this game in particular is that you're walking, you're constantly engaged in something.
You're
You know,
going.
you're
Yeah,
not.
you don't have
Yeah,
to
you're
stop.
going.
There's no
You're not
lag,
stopping.
loading,
You're
yeah.
not checking. Oh, let me see what's under here. My gaming instinct took me to do that sometimes, and then I have to stop myself. Like, no, this
There's
is not one of
nothing
those
here. Yeah,
games.
there's
This is not
nothing
one of the
here for
games.
you.
Let's continue. Let's go. And it has some interesting stuff. I'm not discrediting the game whatsoever. You should. I mean, what is it? 1999. You should get this game. You should play this game.
Oh, yeah?
It was like 4
On
hours.
PS4?
It took me. My Steam clocked me at 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Does that count idle time too?
yeah. Steam does. That's why I'm saying in reality it's at 4, but I had it idle for a while. So let's say 3 hours.
That sounds about right. That's good.
And it is good. It's just
That's a journey style.
you're gonna see a lot of things in this game that you're like, man, what does that mean? What is that about? What is that? And then you're gonna get to the end, and none of those questions are gonna be answered.
I bet you they are, but they're left to your interpretation.
Oh, and that I probably hate. I can't say much. You need to play it. You need to
Okay.
play it.
I know.
Yeah,
I got
we
you.
need to
Okay.
have this discussion off mic.
What else you do?
Let me see what else. I went to World of Warcraft, which right now they're having their next expansion, Legion, is coming on on August 30th. But what they're doing now is they already patched the game to where things are happening leading up to the lore of the lore of Legion. Man, I might not be a huge World of Warcraft player, but I love the lore on it. It's like it's Blizzard. They know how to tell a story. It's so well made. It's like I wish this was a different type of game because I don't have the time anymore to spend on MMOs. But I'm not gonna spoil anything about it. But there's some really big changes that happen.
Okay.
That happen on it, and some amazing cutscenes also. And I'm not even talking about the CG cutscenes. Just like the regular in-game
The in-game,
cutscenes made me think like, man, that game has changed a lot.
When was the last time you played?
I think it was prior the Panda expansion.
Wow, that was a while ago.
That was the Lich King, actually. I think to be honest with you, I think it, or no, the one after the Lich King. See, I don't even remember the names of him, anymore.
Oh, sorry.
So, as I'm being shown here on the
We're
Facebook
going live,
Live,
guys. We're going live.
we are live on Facebook Live. Leave it open,
So,
So that's fantastic. I don't know if I'm because right now you can play that game for free up to level 20. So what I did is I did a horde character, undead character, my first World of Warcraft character was an undead. So just to see the changes, it runs very well, looks really good. But I don't have time to play that, so it was more like curiosity.
Yes, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, and I think that's all I've been playing and checking. Now, obviously, Game of Thrones. I'm on to season 4.
Oh
right now.
yeah.
Wait, 4? You finished?
Sorry, I finished for 5.
So you're going to season 5?
I'm going. Yeah,
That's the new season.
I'm like 2. No,
No.
the new season.
That's 6. Yeah, 6 is just passed.
7. 6 just passed.
Mm-hmm.
Are we on the off right
Yes.
now? Okay. So once I catch up with season 6, then I guess
Then
I'll
you're
be
waiting.
doing the waiting.
Yeah, the waiting
Man,
game.
The waiting game.
Yep.
Yeah, me and my girl have been like nonstop. At least 2 episodes a day. And yes, Game of Thrones still watchable.
So, Mr. Martinez, what, sir, have you been up to other than recording us right now?
Here, I'll hold this.
All right.
You are live, my friend.
Here, hold on, let me fix it.
I have been doing a few things.
Okay.
One, work has been really busy. So I have been going home and going to sleep.
Sir, I saw
Not bad,
some
huh?
guns in your post.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been shooting.
I saw, yeah. What range do you go to?
My buddy Brian over at Warrior Strong Firearms Coach, he has this huge range. I think it's like, I want to say 5 acres,
Okay.
more maybe. And he holds shooting classes out there. And then what he does is he hosts like open range days where you can go and bring your own gear and shoot. So since I do videos and pictures for him and for his students, he just gives me free
They let
range.
you go?
To the,
Oh, that's good.
So,
You spend the weekend out there or just...
yeah, basically I just spend like a Saturday or a Sunday out there, take pictures, shoot.
Nice.
Just kind of practice my skill.
What's your longest shot for distance-wise?
On target, it was a 8x10 steel plate, and I hit it out from 600 yards.
600 yards? Nice. That's pretty good.
That's my longest.
Was that
shot.
on purpose or was a luck shot?
No.
I mean, you're aiming for it.
Yeah, I was aiming for it. But at that point, really what you see is just a tiny little thing.
Reflecting piece of tin.
Yeah, so out that far, you have to adjust slightly for bullet drop. Also, left and right if there's any kind of wind, which it doesn't impact it a whole lot, but it could throw it off. I mean, if you're just off the edge, then it'll kind of knock it over. But
You got a spotter? Or-
No.
No? Oh, so you just did that on... Oh, nice.
so
That's pretty good.
It's unconfirmed
And wait a minute now.
because no one was there. I mean, I know the distance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha, okay.
But that's been my longest shot.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I have
Did you
nowhere
scope
near that,
them?
my friend.
Did you scope? Is that what it's called?
No scope.
No scope?
No, I'm just kidding.
No scoping?
No scope, too? Come on.
I did a 360 no scope.
Rocket launch? Rocket?
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And aside from that, I've just kind of been watching some Iron Chef on Netflix. Usually while I'm eating. So I really haven't been up too much.
Are these new episodes or are they the old episodes?
Yeah, they're just
reruns?
the old ones.
Oh,
So I
gotcha.
haven't really been up too much.
The
I
Japanese dude, man, he is
Yeah.
the Iron Chef to beat.
He is sick.
Yeah. I would never challenge that dude. Not even a little.
Nope.
Well,
What have you
anything
been up
else?
to?
Oh, no, I'm just making sure there was nothing else. I
He
don't want
did
to
the
interrupt.
real life first person shooter.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Real life first person shooting. Real quick, I want to go back a little bit into Pokemon news because
Yes.
so this
That's
weekend,
what you've been playing.
yeah, this weekend I was able to go to Crane's Roost.
Yes.
And-
How was that?
Dude,
Talk to me.
it was so good. There were so many people out there,
Right?
and
Still.
everybody was playing. I'm not even joking, dude. Old people, young people. It was people were talking, giving each other like, "Oh no, what you need to do is this,"
Yes.
and then you need to swirl the ball, and then you're like, "What?" And yeah, I took.
When have you ever seen a gathering of people like that playing one game? It's
amazing.
It's beautiful.
It is. I think it's great. I think it's great. And I was like, and I took my wife with me. It was actually our anniversary. And we
happy
were
anniversary, by the way.
Thank you.
Happy
thank you.
anniversary, yeah.
And we
Ball
went.
hunting.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was like. You took her to go Pokemon? I'm like, no, we did a bunch of other stuff too, but
Don't listen to the hate.
But no, we went out there, and there's this one spot that has the 4 stops like right next to each other. You sit in one spot
Yes.
and has all like you can
Right
reach
by the
all 4 of them.
fountain.
Yes, and I was able. I finally got a Squirtle. I finally got a Dratini. I'm
Okay.
like, man, I gotta come back here. I gotta come back here every freaking day.
Okay. Crazy idea. Let's do a GG meetup
At Crane's Roost.
at Crane's
Let's do it.
Roost.
Let's do it.
Yes.
GG meetup.
I like it.
You
I
have
like
me
it.
at GG meetup.
We're writing that down right here.
All right. The
meetup
event
at Crane's
is
Roost.
happening September 7th.
I think that's a Friday, bro.
I think that's a Friday. September
know.
8th.
We'll get the dates to.
We'll get the
the-
logistics for
Yeah.
it. Yes. Yes.
That'd be awesome, though.
Yeah, it would be. Hell yeah. I mean, it would be a lot of people out there. And there
Will
will
be like a
already be
game.
people. Yes. Everybody wear their GG hats.
And we kick the fuck out of everyone there.
So this is supposed to be a friendly game. By the way, the damn gym was an instinct too. So we got to take them out.
Yeah. Instinct.
But you don't even
He's not even playing. He's
I
just
like the
saying-
logo.
He associates with it.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's like
yes,
the logo.
Okay, I
calls
can respect
me.
that. It's one step closer to him playing.
And so there was this other game that I was playing, and this would be like Nelson's kryptonite.
I know which one you're talking about.
All right, hit me.
It's called. It's
It's called Decision.
It's
the game.
It should be. It might as well. It might as well be called
All right,
Decision the
let's
game. It's on mobile. It's $2.99. Same thing as the other one we were talking about, and it's called Reigns. And reigns is like the reign of a king, basically.
Okay.
And-
Not like the reins of a horse. But
no, because
Okay.
so
Oh,
basically,
the Reigns of Casimir.
what you end up. Please, let's not go into that again. So anyway, what you end up doing,
The young wolf.
you are the king. You start
The
off
Lord
as the king,
remembers.
and all it is really is a card
Like
game.
the king in the north?
Sure.
Okay.
Call me again.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a card game, so it has a stack, right? And each one will have it'll present it. It'll talk to you to say, like it'll come with you and say, listen, the Baron of the North, he's coming, and we need to set up a wall for us to blockade it. And then you make the decision by going, if you put us to the left to say yes, or to the right to say no. So if you say no, then there's these 4 bars. You have the church, you have the people, you have the army, and then you
Okay.
have the treasury. Each decision you make affects affects those levels. Now here's the worst part. The worst part is
There's one. Okay.
you're not trying to keep the levels all the way up. You're trying to keep them in the middle because if they go up too high or too low,
That means
something
one
can
has
happen.
more
So
power.
if it's, correct. If it's too, let's say for instance, if the people are too high, if it's too high on the people, then they will take over the castle and kick you out.
Just like high people do.
If it's too low on the people, then it also it can cause a revolt. And so basically, each time you flip a card, that's a year in the reign of your as your king. And so you're trying to get as far as possible. And I've gotten about 46 years.
Oh.
And the funny thing was called like David, well not David, but David the Ancient, because I guess he wasn't expected to live that damn. So I'm already about 7 or 8 kings, like because the baby gets or the heir takes over after they die. And there's at least 27 ways of dying. One of them, like something happened and leprosy came into the kingdom, and then he died of leprosy. You see him with a hand all falling apart.
Nice.
So it's
just like a gangrene hand. That's
yeah, exactly.
Can we have a
it's
a
lot of
king?
things, huh?
Can we have a king named Nelson the Indecisive? Because he'll be on year 1 and he won't know.
Won't even flip
he
the
won't
card.
even
Like,
know
no,
which
I
card
can't
to
do
flip.
it.
No.
I can't do
The
it.
game will game over itself.
I
It's
will
like,
reign without making decisions.
I got a question that was my
like
queen.
Robert Baratheon.
My queen was
Yes.
about to die
Okay.
from birth. So the question
Kill her.
was: save the queen or save the baby?
Save the baby.
Say the queen.
So
You can always make more babies.
I asked Nick. I said, Nick, I can't make this decision. What do you think? And he was like, save the queen.
Yeah, that was
And
the
so
right
the
choice.
so I
The
so
only
there's
choice.
a you get points and new cards for challenges that you meet.
So
And there's a
basically-
challenge is have an heir. I have yet to have an heir because of that shit.
One of the cards says, are you pro-life or pro-choice?
Save the baby.
Say
He's pro-life.
pro-life.
So anyway, so that's that game is called Kryptonite for Nelson,
Yeah.
aka Reigns. It's on.
Tonight for Nelson.
It's on I think it's just Android at the moment, but it's supposed to be Android and iOS and PC.
And
by the
PC
way.
actually.
Yeah, PC
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
And lastly, I've played Bound. Actually played and beat it today, which I got to tell you, I'm going to actually do a review of this one. I think I'm going to do a review on this one. It's really good. I enjoyed it. If I had to give a number real quick, I'd say about 7.5.
You already gave the review away.
Yeah, but
Spoilers.
yeah.
No one's gonna watch. There goes our
That's
rating.
okay.
They look at his post, be like, too long, didn't read.
No, I'm going to try to do a video one. And so
Oh yeah.
anyway, so it basically what
Like
it is.
Abzu?
It's like Abzu, yeah. This is the character that you play here. I'm showing him real quick. She is basically
Oh, that's the one you had on your background.
yeah
Okay.
on the PS4, yeah. And so she's basically a ballerina,
Okay.
and she traverses the world. It's a platforming game, 3D platform. She traverses the world as a ballerina at all times. Everything she does looks like a ballerina's motion and actions. When she runs, she's like this with little tassels. You know what I mean?
Really?
When she jumps,
She does the Naruto run.
the Naruto run. Yes, basically,
God.
but more gracefully
Okay. Because she's a chick.
because she's a ballerina. So anyway, I'll put up a review. I enjoyed it. It was pretty good, and that's all I've been doing. I also real quick. I went back to a show called. Oh my gosh, I forgot already what it's called. Yeah, it's not important. It wasn't very good. I didn't get a chance to get in too far, but it was the one with the spies. What is that called?
Americans
No, that was a good one. That's a good show.
with the spies.
It's a First Spies, America's First Spies. It's on AMC.
Oh, I know which one you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
I can't think of it. It doesn't come to mind now. But anyway, I was watching that. I'm on season 2. It's okay.
That was very informative, by the way. I don't remember what it is. But anyway, I did watch that.
It'll come back to me.
Yeah.
It'll come back to me. As a matter of fact, I'm looking it up. You guys fill time, and I'll look it up here.
So,
Stranger Things. Let's talk about this.
all right. So, what do you want to talk about?
Never mind. It's called Turn.
Damn it.
Turn. Got
It's
it.
called Turn. Turncoats is the meaning of it. So, it's not bad. It's not, but it's
Just like
that's all I've
Stranger
been doing.
Things. It's not bad.
When 11 comes here and destroys you.
Hey,
And
hey,
she's
hey,
coming.
hey.
She's
She
coming.
happens to be a sweet little girl.
did you
She
see what
is-
she did to those doctors?
Yeah.
Those doctors
Wouldn't
were
you?
innocent. Okay,
No,
innocent
they
doctors.
They were messing up with her mind, literally.
No, see, that would be the people above those doctors.
Right. That's
Those
the-
doctors
the-
were innocent. Okay, or guards. Guards, I think, whatever. Whoever they were innocent. Moving on into news. If you have not heard, Gamescom has been happening this week, and there have been plenty of game announcements. First off, I'm just going to run through of the game. They showed more gameplay on Prey, so apparently it's a little bit more further along than we have
Then
anticipated.
the original demo from 2011 or whatever.
No,
When
no.
everybody was like
Yeah.
super hyped when they saw it, and
No,
ended
I'm
up
talking
being-
about the E3.
that ended up
E3
being
this
everything
year.
they have. Yeah, well,
Because that was that never got the canned. Remember that first one got canned.
I know, and it looked great, and they went nowhere, and then they redid it, and this one's called Prey, so I guess it's a reboot.
It's a 100% reboot. Everything I saw about it looks nothing like that.
Nothing.
So they showed that off. They showed some Deus Ex, the new game, which actually comes out this month. You're interested in getting that?
Well, I never beat the first one, and I would like to beat the first
Revolution?
one before the second. Yeah, Revolution. What is it about this game? I haven't heard anything. There's no hype, no nothing.
I don't know. I hear a lot of people interested. Adam at the job, he's ready to get it.
Well, I don't see anything. I don't see the marketing for it is non-existent on
I've
the
seen-
gaming sites.
Well, I've seen it on YouTube. Like it's played in the beginning of a video or something like that. so-
Yeah.
but it's not. I mean, not often. yeah.
Because I remember the previous one had a lot of marketing behind it, a lot of hype. It was, the original Deus Ex was an old game from like the 90s, but it was great. It was very ahead of of its time.
It was a PC too, right?
It was a PC title. Then this one was good, was actually pretty great, except for the boss battles, which sucked.
Yeah. Well, it was
That were
outsourced.
terrible.
Yeah.
And yeah, it came to be that they were just outsourced. So this one, I mean, the screenshots looked amazing, but I haven't seen gameplay. I don't think I've seen
It
a
actually
trailer
looks,
for it.
I've seen both gameplay and
That is
trailer.
not live action. I mean,
I know. I'm talking about gameplay. Yeah. It looks honestly, it looks a little bit better than the first one.
and that's coming in 2 weeks.
Yeah, this month.
And the
Yeah,
review,
yeah,
the embargo for the review breaks 4 days before the release date, which is a good sign. Yeah, a good
that's
sign.
a good sign.
They feel confident about it. Mm-hmm. So,
Definitely.
Yeah, I would check it out.
And I think they already got review copies out there as well.
Those games are very dense, though.
They are. That's why I'm not sure if I can get into such a big game like that. Yeah. I had, by the way, I still probably gonna touch it a little bit, but I stopped with for the most part Rebel Galaxy because it's it's too long.
Oh really?
it's just
I thought that was No Man's Sky.
It's well, apparently that would have been the same case, you know. But no, it was taking too long. So, another game that they showed off, and they showed it off with something called the Nautilus Rift.
The Nautilus Rift?
It was South Park. I love this name, God. I love this name. The Fractured Butthole.
The fractured butthole.
Oh, God.
Not even.
I love the play on words.
Not even 12 hours ago, it'll be not even 24 hours ago, I was literally playing the Stick of Truth. Mm-hmm. And I love that game, especially at the beginning where he's like, tell us your name. And you enter your name. And then he's like, so your name is Douchebag. And you try and say yes or no, but you can't select. You can't select no. Mm-hmm. So you keep trying to select it, and it throws you back to yes. So eventually, you have to accept. Yes, my name is Douchebag. It's so good, and it looks just like the show. What a great game. I'm not even watching the show a lot lately, but I've heard it's good. I heard it's still good.
Yeah. The game comes out, and what they were showing off here, I don't know if you've seen the picture. It's on our Instagram page, guys. Basically, it's a device. It's a mask for your nose. Yes. And the funny thing is, your character lets off farts in the game,
of course.
Basically, what it does that to kind of open stuff or maybe knock people out. I don't know.
Like but I use my farts.
Every time you do that, the thing, the nose mask,
is it smell-o-vision?
lights up green and lets off this nauseous gas into your face. So let me tell you how serious they took this. Apparently, real perfume makers got involved in making this scent.
I thought
so their job was to make the worst scent possible.
Listen, there was a video of this thing floating around, and I thought, well, this is just Ubisoft marketing. It's stupid. This is not even smart. This is kind of silly.
Are you kidding me? It
was kind of dumb. Are you crazy?
I know.
I don't want to. No.
Every video I have seen who somebody uses it goes.
You have some weird fetishes if you want one of those things.
Sir, look, man. Chackrod has his collection. I have mine. Okay. Don't judge me.
I have my collection of butts.
I have no. It's a mask.
It's a mask. And I think you posted it, and I was like, I can't believe this fool fell for it. This is so fake. Do you realize this is fake? And then it came out.
I was like, no, it's not fake, my friend.
But they're not selling it unless it's a collector's edition.
No, it's maybe, but they're not. They're not right now. As of right now, they said it's not for sale. It's only for the convention circuit.
It hasn't passed FCC, FDA approval.
That's probably what it is. Yeah,
I can't believe. So, as a perfume maker, how would you put on your resume? Oh, was a collaborator in
with Ubisoft,
in Smell-O-Vision, First Scent, Flatulence.
There you go.
How do you put that on your resume?
There you go. You created a device that creates smells.
My question is though, are there parts in there that need to be replaced? I
don't know. It probably would.
Who would replace that?
Well, I mean, from what I saw,
you're smelling a fart.
You get a lump of shit. You put it on the thing, and then until the essence is wasted.
I'll go freaking take shots of hot sauce and then go in my bathroom and do the same thing.
Oh damn!
Oh snap! You have some weird fetishes there.
No, what I'm
real.
saying is, if I wanted to recreate this, I mean, okay, that's just my thing. Like, who professionally would get involved in this?
Honestly, I think this was more the creators of South
Sir,
Park
we have.
who went out and like got.
You guys are not seeing the genius of this thing. We started with force feedback for immersion. Now we have VR. What's the next step? Sure,
Smell-o-vision.
let's go ahead and smell some shit.
That's right. Yeah.
Smell it.
Why not?
Yes.
They have these new theaters now. You have these new theaters like
Oh my God,
whole
yes.
experience.
Yeah,
it's
I've
like
seen it.
25.
Do we have
30
any
bucks or something
here
like
in
that.
Orlando?
No, I didn't see any.
Oh.
Yeah, it's in the big major cities.
You would think
and
that
Orlando's
Disney
not
would have
one of
something
them.
like that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Disney's Bug Life, A Bug's Life has.
That's
like, in
right. No, but I'm talking about like somebody. I think there was a report on Kotaku of somebody that went to see Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
On one of those theaters, and
And walked out like
it walked out
messed up because every time they're fighting between the two, the seats go bang,
the seats
bang,
will
bang. Yeah, yeah.
punch them in the
really?
back.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I got punched in the back the entire freaking fight. I didn't like this thing.
So
like
I
a herniated
paid
disc
to
from.
watch this movie and get punched in the
So
back.
this is the next step for gaming.
Of course, of course.
what's gonna
Ubisoft.
happen.
Bravo.
The flatulence
Good
mask, we'll
job.
call that. So
But
they showed that off.
Is there still is there still an offer to get where you get the stick of truth with this? Is the
Yes.
stick of truth Can you
You
please
pre-order.
Can you please play that game if you get
I
the
said I would.
opportunity?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, I said I would.
dude. It has one of the best, and I'm obviously not gonna spoil it at all. And if you guys know what I'm talking about, don't comment about it. He has
It's
one
all
of the
a dream.
most awesome, terrible scenes in video games. Like you cannot believe that was shown on a game. It was awesome. It was great.
I can believe it.
Oh
I
yeah,
can believe it.
South Park. Yeah, I could definitely.
There was.
You need to play
I'm not
it.
even getting into it.
You have a PS3, bro.
No, I don't.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. It's coming to PS4.
Going to
anyway.
PS4. You need to play it. Yes, you will definitely enjoy it. Even though it's an RPG, it doesn't matter.
I can get
You
down
would
with an RPG.
Yeah, you go.
My game of the year, or my game of the show, I should say, Gwent. They showed off some.
You
They
had
sho-
he went there.
yeah, they showed off some awesome gameplay for
That was
Gwent.
pretty good.
No, we've used it a lot. It's actually pretty terrible.
And unfortunately, I might not get it
Why?
because
What?
it is a free-to-play game.
But that's
And-
fine. It's expected.
I mean, I
You
said
have to
unfortunately,
buy-
I might not get it.
Might not.
Okay, I have to look to see
Because
what's
you have to
going
buy
on.
card boosters and all that.
See,
It's-
that's that
yeah.
crap. I would rather give you $60 for it and have full reign to the game.
But that's
Okay.
not the model of card games though. Card games has always been you buy more cards. What is this?
So make it an expansion. Make the game 20
Uh-huh.
and the expansion's $10. That's fine. I'll do that.
that's
But as long as I don't want to be offered anything or feel like I need to buy something
Right.
Funny
just
you
to
mentioned
keep
that.
on top of stuff.
I think that's the way the Hearthstone works.
To
with
be fair, though,
expansions.
this is CD Projekt Red,
Yeah.
and they are a developer of the century as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
So chances are maybe, they're going to try to make it as fair as possible. But that is definitely a red flag for me. I'm like, oh, man. As soon as I heard free to play, I was like, oh, why?
But you kind of knew that it had to be. I mean, what
No.
else would it have been?
I
I didn't think it was
know
going to
that.
be a $60 contained game, and then
I didn't think.
I mean,
I
either
threw
that,
$60 as an example, but I thought it would be a price of $30 or something like that.
all right,
and
no,
that'd be it.
all right, a full game title, yes, but it still was gonna get the DLC
That's
crap out of
fine.
it.
Yes, I'm okay with that, but I don't want to be.
So
I don't
you
want to
would
be in
rather
a
pay-
situation.
Uh-huh.
Let me finish. I want to be in a situation where I feel I'm being essentially trampled because I'm not paying into the game, and everybody has these high-powered cards.
Right.
But
because-
that's what's gonna happen eventually. Anyway,
It's the reason why I might not get it. Hello, that's what
even
I'm
if
trying
you
to
pay
say.
$60 for it or $30, there's still gonna be DLC because that's the nature of the card. You
I
buy
get
booster
that,
packs.
but I get that. But see, those booster cards, now I have access to these cards that I've paid for.
Mm.
What I'm trying to say is, let's say it's free to play altogether, and there's these packs. I should still be able to handle my own without having to
Mm.
buy in. But if let's say the game's $20,
Mm-hmm.
right, and the cards and everything are available for you for that point, everybody's gonna have access to it. The DLC comes out, yeah, I'll buy into it because now that's the new pack. I'll do that. I ain't got no problem doing that. But if it's free, okay, and Pokemon Go and all this stuff, right? If it's free, I shouldn't feel that I need to do this because if it's free, it's free. That means I should be able to play it should be like what the hell is this game called? Overwatch. In the sense that any of the power-ups or anything like that you get do not affect the gameplay. And it should not affect the gameplay.
Okay. I recognize the idea. I recognize your idea. And I think it sounds noble. It sounds good. But it doesn't lend to this type of game. This type of game, card game, it's inherently you actually have to keep getting booster cards and stuff like that. So
which was the case in the game. I mean, you still had you were collecting cards the whole way. It's just it appears that it may be a little different than I was expecting, and so red flag doesn't mean I'm not going to get it. It does mean that a red flag went up though. so I'm like anyway. So they showed that off, and they did show off some. They went on to Halo Wars 2. Which I don't know if anybody's interested in.
I'm interested on it. I like the original Halo Wars. It just didn't run very well on the previous generation.
Didn't look like it ran very well either.
Oh,
I saw some gameplay on it. I was like, it looks a little choppy, but I mean, it's still
Scorpio
early.
will fix that.
Yeah, it's still early. Oh God, freaking Scorpio! And then they went into Gears of War 4. I think they just ended off with Gears of War 4 right before the last, right before they stopped the stream. And Gears of War 4 looks pretty good. I played 1 and 2. I played some of 1. I don't own any of them, but they were pretty decent.
You played the second one? Mm-hmm. Oh, that game was great, but frustrating. A nice part where you have to get a tank through ice was one of the most frustrating things I've ever done on gaming.
Sounds frustrating.
It was like I was trying to do my second playthrough because I always played those games and then I played them on hard, and like I had to stop. I couldn't do it. That part was terrible.
Well, hopefully this one can. So far, they did say that they're going to they're going to focus a little bit more on the story, make sure it's a good story for everybody. Mr. Doomsaint.
Yes, talk to me.
August the 31st. 64-player open beta for Battlefield 1. Are you in?
I will have to pre-order. I don't want to do
somebody
that.
capture the picture of that grin right there.
No, unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to make it.
Oh.
What?
I wanted to because I wanted Gigi to make a presence there, but they were asking that you be there like 2 days or something like that. You're talking about the
the open beta. Let me see. I don't know.
The open beta?
I thought it was open for the entire weekend.
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the Orlando meetup or the Orlando.
No.
No, I'm talking about it's an actual beta.
Oh yeah.
It'll be available for all 3 systems. All platforms. When I say 3 systems, I mean Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC.
You mean PlayStation 2, 3, and 4?
Yes, exactly. The most important ones.
Yeah.
So it'll be open. I think it'll just be for the weekend. But anyway, it's basically multiplayer. It's a multiplayer beta.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I played the Battlefield 4 beta when it came out, and I loved it. What I did hate was that I got to a pretty good level, and then
it wipes it away.
It wipes it all away. So then I have to start all over again.
Did you play the hardline beta?
No.
We did. Remember we did?
We did actually. Yeah, and we were like,
okay.
it's like Battlefield.
Yeah, I didn't like the hardline story. It was just.
It was a bad game. It was a bad game.
But I mean, I don't like a lot of these. Like, I never play these games for the campaign. I mainly play them for the multiplayer.
Oh.
But even the multiplayer looked dumb. No. So what I'm saying is I'll run through the campaign, but that's not really what I'm interested in.
That's not what brings you back. It brings you back to the multiplayer, yeah.
Oh, I'm all about the campaign. No, well, not all of it. If it's Battlefield, I like the multiplayer in Battlefield. Call of Duty, I couldn't care less for the multiplayer.
Yeah, I don't think I played a Call of Duty since like Black Ops on PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
That was the last one.
My last Call of Duty is PlayStation 2.
That was when it was still like World War I and stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly. Which it's one of the wars that fascinate me the most. So.
Sir, I might have some news that might bring you back to Call of Duty. More to come.
Might as well just spill it out. Talk to me.
Well,
Call of Duty canceled. Oh,
Call of Duty is canceled. No, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare You remember the game's coming with Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare first one,
Yeah, which is awesome in itself. It's gonna have zombies. Now, obviously, everybody knows this game has zombies. No, it's not that. The game goes 80s and it stars David Hasselhoff.
Oh, yes.
The Hoff. It's going to
Mr.
be
Soul Survivor himself.
yes, on Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Going 80s style, I'm already sold. I'm already have my pre-order.
A complete 80s style. It's called Zombies in Spaceland. That's the
No
the
way.
DLC. Yes, yes. They are in a theme park called Spaceland, and they have all these characters that are your typical 80s. Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that Hoff model. Look at that Hoff model right there.
It's the Breakfast Club.
Legit.
It's the Breakfast Club going out and shooting zombies.
Really?
It's got all your typical 80s tropes, character tropes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
One of these right
So
here.
good. So you have
But the
80s.
Hoff
you have
alone,
this.
the Hoff alone. I mean, come on.
He should be a boss.
Is he voicing? Do we know if this is his voice?
I gotta be. I will have to
has to be.
imagine.
What
I mean,
the
if they
hell-
have this
what else is he
likeness,
doing, right?
what
Yeah.
else exactly?
He's not doing Baywatch.
Exactly. He is.
For the record, he is a very big, popular pop star,
Yes.
but not here in America. Go
no.
ahead.
Japan.
No.
Yes.
In
Everywhere.
Japan?
Everywhere else in the world, but here.
Really? I thought it was just Germany. I thought Germany is like huge.
One of the guys that I
Hoff.
train with in Krav Maga, he actually does security for him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he has pictures of him like with Hoff, like they're squaring off and stuff.
With
it's pretty
the
cool.
Hoff.
The Hoff. That's awesome.
You know,
All I can think of is that one scene where he's like, "Do you guys have a permit for those guns? I got your permit right here." Boom. And then he flips out of the car, busts everybody, and then
such
lands
a
in a
good-
split.
that is such a good
Wait.
one. That's from...
wait a minute. I didn't know this. It says it stars David Hasselhoff and Paul Rubens, as well as Seth Green, Ike Barinholtz, I don't know who that is, Jay Perot, and Sashir Samara. I don't know. I just
any of
said
those, yeah.
Paul Rubin
Paul Rubin, yeah.
and Seth Green.
Seth Green. Well, Seth Green I can understand.
Yeah,
That's probably,
Seth Green I
again,
can
these are probably
definitely
the voice of the characters that are doing
Oh,
that.
you have
Yes.
Pee Wee Herman there too.
That's right.
That's weird.
That is
He probably
awesome.
wouldn't. He probably. I mean, he's not going to do the Pee Wee thing, but
No.
he definitely will be a voice. He's quite a character.
Yeah.
the actor himself.
Dude, all I'm saying is that I'm all excited. Like, they are going all out with this. They have the past covered with the 80s. They have the present with Modern Warfare. And they have the future with Infinite Warfare.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Oh,
everything.
This is
what's-
it. They're
I'm gonna
like,
throw up.
they're
That's
like,
quite the package. I got to
This
say.
sounds terrible.
they're like Battlefield 1. What? Now, son, we're bringing the big guns. And they're
This
trying
could
to,
be a retaliation to the because
I'm thinking-
people were like Battlefield trailers destroy Call of
Yes.
Duty. They were like, well, and they
Yes.
know it. You know Activision.
Yeah,
really,
they
so,
know.
Yeah, of
so
course, of course.
This could be retaliation for that, but
Of course. So, very excited about that. So much that I lost all my other news. Come on, hold on.
I got you here, sir. So Titanfall 2
Thank you, sir.
beta. Okay, that actually is going to be on August 19th through the 21st, excuse me.
Yes.
All consoles,
Yes.
not PC.
Fuck.
And the reasoning of
serious?
yeah, seriously, it's not
You
PC.
have all the consoles.
Why? But I want to play this on the PC.
Repent and go to PlayStation 4.
Go to
Sir.
PlayStation 4 and let it go already.
The master race. Let's make gaming great again.
Sir, the Master Race couldn't figure out that controller last week. So,
Well, that's Microsoft because Microsoft sucks. They're terrible. They don't even know their freaking operating system from their own controller. Anyway,
so no. The
So-
apparently the reason behind this is that they don't. There's going to be because people can go in, break the game, and
oh, the data mine.
Yes.
They're gonna look for.
So they don't want
Oh.
anything data mined because this is their excuse. We'll say.
No,
for
that
the
no,
most
no, no,
part.
no, no. That
And,
sounds very reasonable.
so that
I
could
like
be
that. I will eat that.
Yeah. So that's yeah. So that's happening August 19th through the 21st. One more little piece
I'm gonna
right
be
here.
out of state. I won't be able to enjoy it.
Oh.
Are you gonna play it?
No, I don't do betas, so
Well, but
No.
it has to report.
not gonna happen.
Are you gonna do it? Nothing.
Titanfall?
Yes, Titanfall 2. It's awesome. It's great.
because he's played this.
No, I played the first one. I played the first one.
know.
Come on, and it's a multiplayer title. How bad could it be?
I'll check it out.
You should check
check it out.
Yes.
Mr. Robot has its own official mobile game.
It's scraping the bottom of the news.
Mr. Robot is an important thing to this podcast.
But a mobile
Yeah.
game?
As long as
Mr.
it's not a Telltale game, then I'm good.
Funny you should say that. It is published by Telltales,
There you go.
but
There
it
you
is
go.
actually technically made by Night School Studio, which brought us Oxenfree.
Wait, is it a decision-making game though?
Of course it's going to be.
I'm sure it is.
Do you want to be a
Decide, do you
robot?
want to
You
hack
wanna be-
or do you not want to hack?
Yes. Do you want to press the
Do you
trigger?
want to ruin this
or do you
person's
wanna run?
life or do you want to leave him as is?
Yes.
It's
That's
starting,
awesome.
it's starting to warm up on you, isn't it?
So when you're playing a first-person shooter, it's all about making choices. You know, you choose who lives or dies. Usually you choose
Actually,
everybody dies.
everybody has to die.
But-
Otherwise, you can't get past the level.
No, except the person.
Morales.
Morales. Except the person that you are making sure stays alive, because otherwise, if they die, the game's over. The person you're escorting. Thank you.
And with that, we're going to go take a quick break.
I have some news.
I know. We'll do it when we come back.
All right, yeah, I guess we need a refill. So yes.
Refill and bathroom break.
Let's
And
reconvene back.
we'll be right back, guys.
Adjourned.
And we're back, guys. All right. So the last piece of news is this piece of shit garbage news that came out today.
Wow.
Okay.
Way to set it up, man.
Talk to me. What's going on?
All
It's
right.
called
So,
Metal Gear Survive.
What?
So apparently,
Game of the year right there, man.
as in the worst game. Maybe
Yeah.
if there was like a Razzie. So basically, I don't know. I don't know if it's bad or good.
It gets one of the Dundies.
From what I saw, though, I gotta tell you, none of it made me happy. None of it made me go, "Why is this even called Metal Gear?" This is like if the world of Predator invaded Metal Gear at the exact same moment that was that in Ground Zeroes, right? It began in Ground. Did you see the gameplay video?
yeah.
Was that Ground Zeroes?
No, that was actually, well, that was the end of Ground Zeroes.
That's what I'm saying.
There.
The
And
end
they
of
go,
Ground Zeroes.
yeah.
Okay, so the end of Ground Zeroes, the station that he has is blowing up, and suddenly some soldiers that are still there get sucked into a portal to some other world. What the fuck is this? I'm like, oh my god. So Konami is, I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, Konami's just getting weird.
They have no idea what to do with that license, and they don't have Kojima, so I don't know. All I know is that shit looks stupid. That's all I know. That shit was not. It was dumb.
The opinions of Nando Martin does not represent the opinions of GoodGame.tech.
This is true.
Or
This
his
is my
affiliate.
opinion. Although if you
Or
look
is
if you look at the group, there were plenty of people who agreed with me. So
I
it looked
agree.
like
Yeah,
it looked like shit. I was just like, I don't know what the hell they're
It
doing here.
looks like what
All
that
right.
smell-o-vision smells.
Yes, if you can take smell-o-vision and
Yeah.
make it into a game,
Yep.
this is what you would shit out.
Hit me.
So-
Talk to me, Santos.
Well, what else is there to say? Pachin Konami they are releasing this new title on the Metal Gear universe that is supposed to be sort of like a throw alternate reality. I don't know. This is their excuse to throw, and stop me if you heard this. This might be a very original game piece. Zombies, crystalline zombies into the Metal Gear Solid game, and apparently it's a 4-player co-op game.
It's basically very Left 4 Dead.
There
Yeah.
allegedly they have survival stealth elements. You know, I don't know how you be stealthy with 4 people.
They did mention that it's not going to be a full price title, but
No.
in the same
It's
sentence,
a $30 title.
did they? Because everything I looked at, they didn't say any actual price.
They
so $30
did announce that
So this is basically a DLC.
it is $30. Except that you don't need.
So it's like Blood Dragon,
Yeah, kind of.
standalone
Yeah,
DLC.
kind of.
Okay.
I don't know. This is. I mean, I'm not gonna play it. I don't care. See, here's the thing. It could be masterful. It could be very well done. It could be great. But the fact of what they did with Kojima already, and the fact of the way they handled their gaming business, and how they're turning everything into like their pachinko business,
And
all
mobile,
the things
right?
that make you
Pachinko
say,
and mobile.
yes, all the things that make you say, fuck Konami, I'm not going to play this. And nothing in this trailer makes me, think, I might change your mind because
nothing in there
Metal
makes you
Gear.
excited,
No, this
yeah.
ain't Metal Gear. This
Yeah,
is
it's not.
This is some
Shouldn't it be
weird
called
spin-off.
Metal Gear.
You know,
really.
Yeah, it should
But-
be its own thing.
Yeah,
You know what that is? That's normal. Basically, normal name recognition is what they're doing, and I can't support that shit. They're basically calling it that because they know everybody knows Metal Gear. So this will, and it will, unfortunately, like it or not,
The
it's
engine
gonna
is
move
there.
it's gonna move units because of that. Because people don't know. Oh shit, that's the new Metal Gear game. Let me grab it, and then boom, you got sales. It's a shame.
yeah. So that's if anybody's interested, we apologize for all the vitriol and hate that came out of us.
What are you apologizing for?
Sir,
The shit looks like shit.
We got to be objective.
We call it how it is. Yeah.
No, we can be objective, but we also, I mean, this is my personal opinion. Everyone knows this is me talking, just saying it looks like crap. And it's a sad state of affairs for Konami. Konami tears, guys. Konami tears. That's all the news I have, sir. What you got
Konami
going
lives
on?
matter.
There is actually one more piece of news, but we're going to go into our hot topic of the week with said news.
Hot topic of the week.
Hot topic of the week.
I'm not doing it.
Come on, Santos. You're the one that started it.
Yes, exactly. You started this, and now you don't want to do it.
Hot topic of the week.
Awesome.
I went a little Kojima on it.
A little bit. A little.
Konami. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Kojima, you're awesome. You're my hero. You are a shooting star. But fuck Konami.
Amongst anyway.
Yeah, because
so
he's listening to this podcast.
yeah, he does.
Yeah.
This is one of our
He
one of our
tweeted it.
5 listeners right there.
Yes.
The other 4 are Sony execs.
The other 4 are us downloading to make sure it's on the right.
Exactly. All right. So the news is basically this: Final Fantasy 15.
Yes.
A game that has been in development now for 10 years, if you count the fact that it actually started off as Final Fantasy Versus 13.
A spin-off of Final Fantasy 13.
Correct.
A great game, by the way.
Okay, if you say so. Apparently, they were set to come out at the end of September, which I've told you was a prime spot for them. Unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, and apparently they need to polish up the game a little bit more, so they've pushed it out now to the end of November, essentially skipping most of November, which is a perfect setup for Black Friday here in America.
Oh, Eric Root is going to love this.
Who?
Eric
Root.
Root.
Yeah, Eric Root's gonna.
Shout
Essentially, they released a video, and they said that they need more time. They want to make sure it's up to par. It's working correctly. I've looked into some articles about the demoing of this game. There was a demo that was released, but it was a very small demo for PlayStation 4, and they're saying basically the games have not been demoing very well. So that's pretty recent. So now it's coming out in November. So they're delaying it to get additional time because 10 years is not enough apparently. And this basically it sucks. This was going to be one of my games that I was getting in September. And
I'm completely fine with it. I'm completely fine with
Okay.
it. Delay games, sure, ideally they have all this time to retool. We also kind of know that for the most part, and I hope this is not like a generalization or anything like that, but for the most part, Japanese developers tend to be perfectionists when it comes to releasing their games. They have, compared to Western developers, you have to admit,
the
but
quality
the games tend to
is
be
a little bit
more
better. Yeah, I
polished.
see what you're saying.
Yeah,
yes.
yes. We recently had No Man's Sky released, And
How many delays did that go through?
And yeah, exactly. And then it had a big ass day one patch, which was a game changer basically. So they obviously released that game on an unfinished state. And this person, forgot what's the name of the producer.
The producer of Final, yeah.
We should source this and find out who he is. He straight out said, we don't want to have a situation where we release a title and then we have to release a patch and people that don't have the internet get screwed. I think that's noble. You know what? It sucks. Yes, that they delayed it. It sucks that they're gonna miss their holiday window, their perfect spot. But this is Final Fantasy 15. This is gonna sell regardless. There's not gonna be.
I think it's gonna sell regardless.
Yeah. So if they want to polish it a little bit more, and they could assure us that it's not gonna have issues where you will have to download a big ass patch day one, otherwise your game's broken. Then delay it to March if you need to. I mean, it'll still suck.
No, that's the thing. I don't think they're gonna do that. And
it's Final Fantasy. It will still sell regardless.
It will still sell, but I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's doing the numbers.
Financially, the fiscal year will be well, not really, because the fiscal year probably ends in March.
No, but I assume you're saying the fiscal year. I'm not referring to it. I'm saying overall, I don't think it sells as much as it used to sell. Final Fantasy used to sell
good enough though.
Otherwise, I call BS on that. That is his reasoning behind that. I understand. Yes, you don't want a day one patch. I get it. You don't want a day one patch. You're looking out for people who don't have internet access. No one else is. So why all of a sudden are you stepping?
No one else is. Yes, right.
Yeah,
you're right. No one else is. Right. I agree with that. But not everybody is willing to take some losses, count the losses and say, well, let's make sure this is polished. Unfortunately, we didn't make it. That sucks. But let's make sure this is good. I mean, CD Projekt Red.
Yeah. They had day one patch also.
The game was for the complexity of it. It was
and think of
pretty
all the
good.
patches that came out after that.
Oh, but that's them because they support the hell out of the game. That's
what I'm saying.
Yeah, and their patches were not so much fixing stuff that was broken. It was more like quality of life stuff, making things better, which no other developer
there was quality behind it because the PS4 and the Xbox One versions were not running as well as they should have. They run perfectly now.
Yeah, but they were running acceptable. Any other developer would have been fine with it. Because any other developer would have been okay. That was not an issue. It was not a game-breaking game.
Bethesda, perhaps you're right.
Yeah, exactly. It was not breaking the game.
No, it wasn't breaking the game. But I still think there's other reason behind it, and I don't think that they're being 100% truthful as to what it is. Also,
what do you mean?
A game? I think there's a problem with the game. I think that there's a serious problem.
Yes, there's obviously a problem. That's why they need the time to fix it.
No, I'm saying I don't think that's even going to be enough. I really think I'm worried about it. I'm just worried about it at the moment. And
sir, let me tell you about a game called Final Fantasy 14, which was an MMO. Mm-hmm. The first one was a catastrophic failure of unprecedented value. You have never seen a game tank so bad. This game was awful. They took the time. They actually stopped the game. They took the time. They fixed it, and they made it into possibly right now the best MMO game. Right now, sans World of Warcraft maybe. And very polished, very clean, beautiful, good game, good fun gameplay. So they're turning it around, and they didn't even took that much time. And it was an MMO. It probably took like a year, maybe a year and a half.
It took time.
But hello, for an MMO takes
maybe, but
5-6 years to develop. So that wasn't bad. So I think that yes, they recognize the game had problems. Obviously, they wouldn't have delayed it. But
I agree that any delay normally is a good thing for a game. Most of the time, I don't have a problem with it. One of the big problems is announcing a game and then way too early, essentially. Yeah. Announcing it way too early, and this, you end up building this ridiculously high hype for a game, and years pass and nothing, and suddenly becomes this. This is what happened with No Man's Sky. Now, I haven't played No Man's Sky, but the consensus out there is that it's not exactly what it was
it was totally not. If you see the trailers, and what came out of it, it's like night and day. There's a lot of things that
my concern there is exactly that with the with Final Fantasy 15. I feel that it's something, and I don't think they can push it up that far either. I mean, you push it off into next year is
this doesn't look. I tell you why it doesn't look like that. That is a major problem. If it was a major problem, they wouldn't be saying, "Oh, we're gonna be releasing it on November." Or whenever it's November, right?
November 3rd.
November. They'll be saying they would have pushed it further back, or they wouldn't have given a.
I didn't say it was a major problem because we're watching gameplay.
You were saying that there's got to be something really.
I think there's something really. Yes, I think there's
major. No, I think this is just
not
polish.
major to the point where it's game breaking. No,
listen, I'm just excited for Last Guardian.
See, that's another one. Last Guardian's 14 years in the making. And how many delays did that go through?
Yes.
That's...
Yeah, but they're not announcing. They're not saying, Last Guardian's going to be released on September 7th. Oh, wow. We can't miss. We can't miss.
It comes out in October. And we're not close enough to October for them to suddenly say, we need still some more polish. And let's be real. At this point, this far in, I don't think they're going to live up to anything we can possibly want.
Well, let's talk about that for a moment, about game delays. Because... that was the hot topic of the week, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what would be considered an acceptable game delay until the game is perfected? Because
I think until it's done. Honestly, there shouldn't be a release date. It should be the game is done when it's done. Like it used to, like
so don't have a release date. Don't announce a release date until you're ready to go.
Because I realize that's high talk. That obviously won't happen because there needs to be hype. There needs to be also preparation to press those discs because you have to remember. They have a limited window of time where they can actually press discs. If they miss that window, that's it. They go back in the line and they have to wait like whoever. Some of those delays are like that because they fix it, yes, and they have a goal, but now suddenly they lost their now they have to wait until they can actually press copies because they're pressing probably Transformers 4 or whatever. So an acceptable delay, I don't think there shouldn't be acceptable delays. There shouldn't be ideally. But
let me ask this: have any of you ever created or made something that you're going to display, or that you're going to give away, or that somebody else is going to be receiving?
Yeah.
Okay. Has there ever been that point where you're like, no, this needs more time, this needs more work? What was that point where you were like, okay, well, you know what? There's nothing else that I can do. I'm just going to go ahead and give it away.
I have published the podcast a day later.
So that's a perfect example. That's what I'm saying. So
but again, the stakes are not that high as my game developer.
Right, but the point that I'm trying to make is that it's yours.
Perfectionism.
Right, it's yours. Somebody is going to be listening and criticizing this. And you, as a maker, want it to be the highest quality. But at some point, you have to accept the fact that, hey, there's only so much that I can do. I'm going to see unforeseen...
or you're contractually obligated to, drop what you're doing and release what you have.
Right, exactly. And then if a patch needs to come through, then a patch will come through. And now I hate the fact that, for example, Battlefield. When I got Battlefield, I installed it. What do I have to do? Download 4 gigs.
4 gigs, yes. Or whatever amount.
Yeah, or whatever amount.
Yeah.
Of other content. And it sucks. So, Final Fantasy is a huge title.
Yes.
Right? So, I'm sure there's going to be some downloadables to it.
Oh, yeah. You mean like DLC and stuff?
No. So, when you first get the game, there's going to be something that you're going to have to download.
Oh, like probably, a patch or something? Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So if we already know that...
So the point of putting it out to November 29th, wherever it moved to avoid having a day one patch, but still have a day one patch?
No. I think what he's saying is avoid being forced into having a day one patch. But obviously, there's obviously going to be patches in the future. They're not going to be perfect.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. There should be a point where you reach that and say, hey, this is as good as it's going to get. Let me push it out. And then any mistakes that start coming out, if we start seeing, multiple people experience the same problem, let's look into it.
So
I agree. I agree. You should feel comfortable with what you're releasing.
So let me piggyback off of your question.
Hit me.
So if it's okay to have a minor update at a later point, right? Because anything major, because we want to make sure things are running correctly.
Right, the major
And
components,
so
yeah.
the reason to move, and they had, by the way, very recently a huge Final Fantasy celebration in July, I think it was, or June.
Oh, really?
Yes, with the announcement of that date. So money was spent there, announcement on that date. And then now they're moving it because they need to do something. But chances are they will still have updates later on, correct? Just to have minor fixes.
Right.
Right.
So it's okay for those minor fixes not to make it to people who don't have good service, good internet service. But not this, whatever's happening here.
Well, you cannot fix what you don't know is broken.
Could that be because what's happening here is much more major than when we're being told?
See, I see where you're coming from. I hear you because what you're saying is that if we know that there are going to be some other fixes later, but what they're saying is, well, we want to fix it so that people who don't have internet accessibility can still play the game without it requiring these patches. Why are they not releasing it now?
What I'm saying is that if it's okay for those minor releases not to make it to them because it's or rather minor updates not to make it to them because they're minor. Maybe they tweak something here or correct something here. But no, we need to move the date because we have to make sure this is included with it.
They might just be covering something that's bigger and just using that as an
There's maybe
excuse.
something much bigger there and saying, yes, we want to make sure
it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be found. If it was something that they could actually
game breaking, essentially, or something major, to the point where
or it could just be something they found. If they found it sooner before releasing, sure, and they can move the day, make that experience better. Sure, let's move it forward because you know what, this makes it look unpolished, and we want to make it polished. But once it's out there, once you polish the heck out of it, but then it's released and then it goes into the wild, and then people start finding crap. Well, oh shit, we need to fix that. But it's on a much better state than No Man's Skies, for example.
Yeah.
Let's release what we have right now. Oh, the game's not finished.
Conspiracy theorist here,
Okay.
Mr. Martin. Okay. Also coming out about 2 weeks before the original release date of Final Fantasy 15, Persona 5.
In Japan, you mean?
Correct.
Yes.
Which arguably has a bigger movement or following than Final Fantasy currently in Japan. So
I'm not sure about that, though. Persona 5 is, no. You know what? I know about this. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Persona 5 is not at the level of Final Fantasy. Right now, very few titles are.
I'm not talking in the West. I'm talking in Japan.
I'm talking Japan.
Okay.
Yes.
That's not what I'm hearing. That's again, this is computer because I have nothing to but I mean, conspiracy theory here. If you know that something's coming up, you know that you're basically going to be in direct competition with another major game. Okay, one of Final Fantasy is the top tier. This one here has steadily, even though has steadily moved up that tier, and has this massive release coming out in Japan.
Why would they want to put them together? You mean?
No, what I'm saying is, what if you know that there's a big issue with your game, and you don't want to destroy your legacy with releasing something that can be essentially not finished or have an issue with? So we'll push it off to. That's what I'm saying. So I think
hurt the sales of the other one so that.
I thought you meant they're putting it together so that they can fight with
they
Persona.
were together.
I was like, wait a minute.
No. They originally were already set out to come out this one. Persona 5 is the 15th of September, and the other one was going to be the 30th. So they were already set to come out together. But something popped up. Something happened. Something somewhere happened that they're not saying, and that's what made them move it. And not only did they move it, they literally moved it to what would be the end of the year because let's be real, what comes out in December?
I could be wrong, but didn't Uncharted went to something like that? Wasn't Uncharted delayed at some point or something?
Uncharted was delayed,
yeah. So why do you think?
But who cares? It's Uncharted.
But well, that's what Final Fantasy people say. Who cares?
I'll give you. I have the answer right here for that. You ready for the answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's Naughty Dog.
Because that is the lamest answer possibly.
Has Square Enix not let people down?
Well, yes.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh.
Not to say that Naughty Dog can't do it, because anybody can make errors and stuff, but they have yet to.
That is.
So when they kept pushing it out, it's like
that is the most fanboy answer I've ever heard. If I've ever heard one.
Answer.
You're saying because it's Naughty Dog.
Well, no. What he's saying is that
it's because Naughty Dog has a pedigree that has yet to be tarnished.
And you don't think, you think the the Square Enix, they're like, well, we have fucked up before, so we don't want to.
No. I don't think that's what he's saying. I think what he's saying is that
we fucked up before, so we don't want to do it again.
Exactly. So they're gonna try to make it better. They're gonna try to polish the hell out of it. And the delay for a month.
I got you. Go ahead.
I hear you.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So, for example, if you're in a relationship, right, with somebody, you broken that trust. You're going to try not to do something that'll break that trust again. But if you can continue to build a relationship of trust, then it's pretty easy to trust somebody. Mm-hmm. So in this case, Naughty Dog has, there's been delays, but they always...
they deliver. They always deliver. And they're always delivering top-notch products.
Right. So they've built a reputation of producing good games, having delays, reasonable delays, not like 10-year delays.
Yeah, no game in Naughty Dog's history has been festering for 10 years being made.
So when they say, okay, we're gonna delay it 3 months, and you're like, okay, it's gonna be 3 months, but we know it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a quality game.
And that is not to say that it won't have issues, or that it's not possible that they can't have a broken game.
What I'm hearing here between the two of you is, it's okay for Naughty Dog to delay games, but it's not okay for Square Enix to delay.
I don't want anybody.
I
don't want anybody to delay games, but admit something's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Just
obviously that nobody's saying there's something wrong.
There's
obviously something wrong. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a delay.
Seriously wrong. I don't think it's a minor thing. I mean, to move a date, obviously that's
it has to be serious. It has to be serious.
But to move this date that they've been. You know that this is literally like and I hate to go back to The Last Guardian, but October 26th.
This is not
we've
new,
been waiting
though.
for 14 years. 2 weeks before they go, we got to push this out into December or something.
But this is not new. This is the industry. This is what the industry have been doing for decades. And now they're moving into the bad part, which is, let's just, you know what? Let's just release it. We can always day one patch it later. Before that didn't exist. Before you never heard a day one patch.
That's another thing. Everybody's doing day one patches.
Yeah.
So Square Enix is gonna step in front and go, we don't want to do a day one patch.
What's wrong with that?
I'm saying,
why do you have to see that there is a
conspiracy?
There's a dark,
there is a conspiracy.
Sir, if this was Naughty Dog, you wouldn't be talking about. This wouldn't be a topic.
But they don't have the reputation.
Exactly. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Your reputation speaks for yourself. That's that line.
But we're not talking about reputation. We're talking about delays. We're talking about a delay is a delay, regardless.
Delay. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I didn't want when Naughty Dog announced. I think it was 2 delays of when they announced it. I didn't like it. I was like, come on, man. You guys,
But you never say, that's got to be something fucked up. There's got to be some problem.
Because Naughty Dog has yet to release something like that. But I don't know. But everything on this Final Fantasy 15 smells like that smell-o-vision shit. Okay?
No, my
Something
God.
wrong. And
Sir, there was not and tell me this is wrong. There was not a bigger skeptical about Final Fantasy 15 than me. You know that's right. I was like, you know what? This looks like a byproduct of this is Final Fantasy 13, and I still think it looks great and runs great, but it's probably gonna be another 13 with a convoluted story that is crap. I don't think this story is gonna move anybody. It's not Final Fantasy 7.
Listen.
That said,
comment below.
That said, let me finish. I don't think having a delay and telling the audience, listen, we don't want to follow what the trend has been lately, is a bad thing. There shouldn't be any, just because they're Square Enix. Just because they're Square Enix.
It's still, I don't, delays in general, like I said, I would rather you not give a date until you know.
Yes.
You're saying yes, the whole pressing thing. I get that. Okay. Still, just you can't you have to have it. You don't have to have it 100% finished. I get this, okay, but you have to be to a certain point before even announcing it. Let's go that far. At least don't go announcing 10 years ago. This game's coming. Look for it. Fall of such and such year. And then 10 years after that, we're still sitting there waiting. And now we're looking at it going, you're delaying it again?
That's not how the marketing happens, though. That's not how the industry works, unfortunately.
I'm going to tell you, and this is not in any way to say Bethesda's, on top of whatever, because even they have issues. But the way they did their reveal and release of Fallout 4 was perfect. They've revealed it June of that year at E3, came out in November. First time we saw it was June. Not 3 years before that. Still waiting for it. You know what I mean? So maybe not do it that close, but still
and arguably
within some time. You know what I mean?
The game could have used a day one patch.
Oh, it needed like 8 patches. Oh man.
But
anyway,
let's say for example, they had the finished game. All they were doing is going back and maybe tweaking a few things, running it through testing, QA. So by the time November hit, the game was already done.
Exactly.
So
it was workable at that point.
I mean, I understand delays are going to happen everywhere. And going off what Santos, you can't fix what you don't know is broken. So at some point, you're going to have to release it and fix it as you go. Look at Pokemon Go. Did they expect that they were going to have server issues? Did they expect it was going to be that big? No, but they went ahead and they were fixing it as they went. So
I got to tell you that their updates, I'm still in Pokemon Go. I'm still down with it. Still down with the. Oh, anyways,
comment below, guys, what you think about delays, and continue the conversation.
Continue the conversation.
Online,
what do you think if Square Enix should have actually delayed it, or they should have released it?
Does my conspiracy hold water, people? That's what I need to know. Or is there holes in this bucket?
I'm with you. I'm with you on the conspiracy.
Well, that brings us to the end of an awesome episode 17 of GG's The Mouthful, our gaming podcast. Go to goodgame.tech. Join the conversation there. That is our Facebook group. Please join the conversation there. Also, you can...
Make Square Enix great again.
Sure. I don't know about that. If this is your first episode, guys, you can download this at Google Play and iTunes, and you can download our previous episodes. Also, go to Good Game Bracketed GG on YouTube, and we have videos there, and also this goes up as a video on the YouTube channel. My name is Arnaldo Martin, a.k.a. Mad Dog, and I'm going to be signing off here. Mr. Santos, you have anything else for us?
I just want to remind you guys that our group, our great, fantastic, wonderful group, have a lot of wonderful people that create awesome content. We have Giovanni. He has his Spanish podcast, Nivel Escondido, which you can find more information at nivelescondido.com.
Yes. He also posts links on goodgame.tech.
Yes. And he also spends a lot of time on the Extra Life Puerto Rico. Extra Life being the place where you play games and for charity. People give you money and
game for charity.
It goes for the Children's Hospital. So good stuff there. Go check him out. Hopefully we'll have him on the show one day.
Yes, I'm sorry, Giovanni. We were trying to get him today, but the Skype wasn't working. The Skype wasn't working too well the first time. But we're gonna give it a shot again. Especially since he's the only one who we can get who's played No Man's Sky. You know what I mean? Well, Chakrod's played, but Bendito, he's played that on PC, and apparently
I don't think he's having a good time.
The poor guy, he's struggling.
So, but that's what I'm saying. That damn. But he had the flight stick. He was trying to play with the.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, so definitely. And if you guys, as always, if you guys have content, YouTube channel, podcast, or anything that you want to that you want to share in the group, please do so. Please drop me a line. We'll be more than happy to oblige.
Absolutely.
And this is David Santos, Dream Twister, signing off and leaving Nelson Doomsday.
Mr. Doomsday.
Like this bitch, share this bitch, comment on this bitch. No, just connect with us, guys. We love everything, movies.
Gaming,
if you want to
TV.
talk about food, we'll get it in here. I mean,
don't get me started with food.
yeah. So I mean, just drop us a line. Goodgame.tech. Hit us up on the Mouthful, and we'd love to connect with y'all.
Definitely, and look forward to that Crane's Roost meetup for some Pokemon Go.
Pokemon.
All right, guys. So we'll see you next week. GG.
Bacon, bacon.